They were only discovered in the 1990s. Perhaps a cousin of sprites or blue jets is responsible for crop circles. Theories involving plasma vortices seem to dominate.
One is a plasma vortex, which is a rotating field of electrified air, which illuminates, can be seen at night, and could account, it is suggested, for some of the UFO activity.
The problem with that theory is a lot of these looked very patterned and very regular and a little too even for Mother Nature to create.
Because England's weather generally is relatively mild, whereas in the United States we have often quite violent weather, that it may be that these energy systems, this plasma energy system, interacts with local weather conditions. And if local weather conditions are turbulent, it may have an effect on the final result on the plants.
Theories from the opposite camp have a familiar sound, erring towards the supernatural.
Other theories were extraterrestrials could be doing this from spaceships, perhaps with laser weapons, or perhaps our own military was using laser weapons.
Another group has come out with a different theory. The Midwest Research Group holds the belief that most of the circles are indeed made by man as a sacred art form.
Simple circles randomly appear all over the planet and have been for hundreds of years. But the elaborate pictorial graphic designs are the work of human pagan artists, and they're anarchists.
Ron Russell believes these artists have inadvertently made sacred places with their crop creations by meditating and invoking good spirits before they begin their art.
The human circle makers, as a spiritual group, do a little invocation of the earth energies and the fairy spirits and elementals that may be around, and may their effort be for the benefit of all mankind. And the result is, yes, it is valuable. The result is amazing.
Midwest Research did an experiment of their own based on their new theory and measuring the results with an electrostatic gauge.
We made a little crop circle with anger, with no intention to do something good. And that crop circle had no energy at all with our devices. The crop circle that we did for the benefit of humanity, and that had dramatic energy.
Minor fluctuations in electrostatic charge would not account for the extreme damage found in the crops, such as expulsion cavities. Cavities will only form if the crops are being exposed to dangerous levels of electromagnetic radiation. To replicate this effect, the MIT students have created a portable microwave device to superheat the shafts of wheat and create the expulsion cavities. It's risky, however, shown by the destruction of professional sound equipment during the testing phase.
Right now I'm turning on the microwave, and it's actually on, so just stand back a little bit.
Dom wears chainmail under his clothes to protect himself from the scattering microwaves. Because the group is concerned about knocking out our crew's video equipment and possibly nearby cell phone towers, Dom keeps the waveguide aimed at the ground. The radiation from the microwave gun simulates the conditions found in other circles. We know what's happening in this field in Ohio, but what can explain these conditions in other regions? It certainly is possible that crop circle hoaxers do have access to magnetrons and silver-coated flexible waveguides, and to laboratories to tune up the microwaves, but it would be all rather far-fetched. Microwaving the field took longer than expected. With little more than 20 minutes left in their challenge, Dom, Lisa and Dev move on to the meteor cannon, which in MIT tradition they've renamed in German gibberish.
The Flammschmeißer.
Oftentimes in crop circles you find these small rounded iron particles, and we're going to use this instrument, the Flammschmeißer, to duplicate that effect. It's going to shoot out a shower of iron particles into this flaming propane ring here and distribute them over the field.
John, do you want to get a shot of us putting it on? Josh, are we going to take it with extinguishers? Perfect.
And let me know,
Okay.
give me a sign.
In the meteor cannon, a hot flame is peppered with a 100-mile-per-hour airstream laden with iron powder and iron filings. The flames blast and liquefy the iron, causing it to form into 15-micron charged spheres, such as might be found in naturally occurring meteorite showers.